Hi, I'm Christine Swanberg, official poet laureate of Rockford. And one of the things I do besides write ceremonial poems about Rockford is to write about what's happening in the world. And I think we've all lived through a very, very difficult, and as they keep saying, unprecedented time in history. So I would like to share with you some poems I've written about living through, we hope, the COVID epidemic. The first poem I'm going to share took place at the very beginning of the pandemic when we really didn't know what was happening. And it was before we were even wearing masks. So I find the poem to have a bit of a premonition in it towards the end, and it's called Harbinger. Like leaves falling from trees out of season, fingerlings of hope land in a world sheltered in place. Flutters of surprise. A week into it, snow, the world through windows, a pair of cardinals at each one. Throughout the day, the cardinals greet me. The male, full of fervor and focus, seems to stare me straight in the eyes, seems to sense that all is amiss. Others speak of dolphins leaping in canals now empty, the clearer skies over ravaged countries, manatees making contact, pets more tender and loving. Today, the cardinals follow me. It is said they are angels, bearers of good news, spirits of the dead watching over us. Whatever happens, I will never forget the red cape and black mask, sleep harbinger perched on a bare tree. So I love trees, I'm a tree hugger, and this next poem, which appears in The Majesty of Trees, which was put out by the Harlan Pike Library, is called Taking Down a Tree in the Age of Corona. That's when we were still calling it Corona. For years, the tip of the old pine tree in front of the electrical pole bent slowly from 12 to 2. Every year we let it be, loving trees as we do, cherishing them as friends. Finally, and wouldn't you know it, it leaned during the corona season. Wires that support the entire zip code moving to a 2.5 position. Roots arching, encroaching the lilacs, misshaping them. Damn, it was time to let it go. The neighborly and only safe thing to do, especially sheltering at home so that it was never out of sight, a worry on windy days, brushing wires, swaying as it did too lavishly. The night before, we blessed it, thanked it for its old life, and what a good one it had had. It went down easier than expected, as if to cooperate, resigned as the rest of us to letting go, or maybe giving up. It gave the crew no trouble as they slipped its branches, then cut the tree in increments. No power lines were scratched, and just like that, it was gone. The next day, we picked up pine cones, placed them in a blue ceramic bowl, set on the dining room table between 2 candles like an altar. We tended the lopsided lilac, pruned its dead stalks, shaping it the best we could. And so it's been tough navigating the dark waters of COVID. And so I'm thinking about a poem I wrote about new beginnings, taking down a Christmas tree, and what it means to start a new year. This was written pre-COVID, but I hope it gives some comfort. It's called Unwinding the Old Year. If each ornament is a memory, mixed blessings hanging from your tree, handle them gently, wrapping them in soft tissue rolled into the box you will place in the dark basement corner. In the dark basement corner of your mind, you can box the harder memories for another year. They're safe, and so are you this day of new beginnings. Another year has lent its logs to the fire. Another year has lent its time to you. So unwind the little lights and lay them down like large nests, empty for the winter. Uncoil the snares and scars the year has wrought. Conjure all the good from this year's cornucopia. From last year's cornucopia, conjure the good. Rewind the victories, the delicate surprises, those things you did not expect but received amidst the hard-earned bricks and mortar. Remember what will buoy you through this new year. This new year, remember what buoys you through the tumult and chaos that surrounds us. Remember kindness, the uncle who loved you best. Recall the ruby amidst the costume jewelry. Wear it like a talisman throughout this shining new year.